So it's been a long time since you guys have seen my Reborn journal, and since then a lot of you guys have made videos showing your Reborn journals, and it was so great to see all of the different things that you put in them and all the creative ideas that you guys had. So if you have a Reborn journal, please make sure to make a video of it so I can see it. This is the very last time you guys will be seeing this Reborn journal. I am going to get a new one pretty soon. And I kind of just want to show you guys it one last time to show you it completed, and also some things that I hope to change next time to make it a little bit better. So the first thing is, this was just a journal that I had already, so it was fabric. I don't think that that was the best idea because the sticker that I made didn't work perfectly. As you guys can tell, it was kind of ripping up. But I'm also kind of hard on my Reborn journal, so that doesn't really surprise me. And then I also had to glue this side back together because I ripped out so many pages. So I'm happy to get a new one. And I'm just going to slightly stop on these because I've kind of already briefly went through them in my past video. Oh, and if you guys didn't know, I put sold at the top of them if they are no longer in my collection. And I probably won't put these babies in my next journal, but I will keep this journal forever. This journal definitely holds a close place in my heart. I still love it. But there's just a need for a new one. So their name is at the top, and then they kind of have like general information right here. And then in the last video, you guys saw that they had like their own little personality. And then I added this little section called her story. I think all I have in here is girls. So anyway, it's just kind of like how I got them and kind of just what has happened to them over the period of time that I had them. So you guys can read that real quick if you would like. Next up is Kaylee. Oh, also I forgot to say they all have their own emoji to represent them. So that is what that is on the side. And then same thing. And also her story on the back. I also changed a couple of details. This journal is so messy now because I've changed so many things. Oh wait, I'll stop so you guys can read the front of that one. And then the back of this one. Then Maisie, I decided to sell her too. So I've got all of her information still. It makes me happy just rereading this. And then I ran out of yellow paper, so I decided to start adding purple paper. And I don't have Clara in this book yet because I decided to get a new journal kind of a little while back, and I thought it would be kind of silly to put hers in here when I'm just going to get a new journal soon. Then I have all my past babies. Nothing has changed on that. Just a little bit of remembrance. And then I have my favorite kits and sculptors. This looks like a total disaster at this point in time. And the black means I don't really like that kit anymore. That was kind of just a spur of the moment thing. And then the purple means that I already have that kit, or I already got that kit. So as you can tell, I got one out of the many on here. I have so many. And then I also have my favorite artists. These have not really changed too much. They're pretty similar to what they used to be. And then Reborns I Want. This is also kind of a disaster at this point. These two were the silicones that I wanted, and one of them I did get. And these two were the toddlers that I wanted, and I kind of got a version of that. It's just different artists. I change my mind all the time, you guys, so. And then this looks like another disaster. This is because my Reborns are spoiled and they've gotten pretty much everything on this list, or it is no longer sold. So that's, yeah, it's hard to look at sometimes. And got a couple pages left of that. Alright, this page is a little bit confusing as well. I get most of my names from Nameberry if you guys are looking for names for your babies. And all the ones that have hearts by them, I have named one of my babies or named them something similar to that. And I put where their info is. I'm still going to use most of these names. So, and then boy names, very, very small amount, you guys. I do not plan on getting boys anytime soon. So, and then this is my expecting page. I've gotten a couple of new ones since you guys have last seen this. Not too many though. Yeah, you guys can see I change my mind like literally all the time. I changed her middle name like a couple weeks before she came. So, photo shoot ideas. I did not use this page very often. A lot of the times photo shoots are more like a vision in my head and they're not really something I can write down. Even though I have good ideas every once in a while, I tend to not write them in here because I can remember them pretty easily. And then video ideas, I need to write these down. And I have actually done most of them. There's a lot in here that I have done, and I'm actually pretty proud of it because I did not think that I would get through most of these over time. And as you can see, I have a lot more to do with the toddler, so I'm excited about that, and that's what video I'm making right now. Look at that. More video ideas, which I didn't get to. And this is the main reason why I'm getting a new journal, other than the rest of the book kind of looks like a disaster, is I'm out of my analytics pages, and I want to keep going with this just to see how I've grown and what months are better than others, what I can do to improve so that you guys enjoy my channel or my Instagram if you guys are subscribed to me, or following me there. So I have all those. It's completely filled out. And then this is probably my favorite part of this whole book, except for the front with all the babies. I love reading those, but these are also just, they make me so happy reading them because there's been so many different things that I've got to experience with my babies, and just so many, you know, little memories in here. I even kept, I copied their, photocopied their certificates before I sent them out. And this one I still need to put tissue paper in. I haven't finished that yet. And then here was all my notes and ideas. And this, oh my gosh, you guys, I have filled out this many notes and ideas. So even though it might seem kind of silly to have a Reborn journal because it doesn't seem like it would be that useful, there is so many ideas that I have and different lists that I make for them and everything like that. Like flipping through this, I have my video ideas, I have journal entries to remember what I was feeling during those box opening videos and everything like that. Like I only have that much left. So, if you guys haven't started your Reborn journal yet, I hope that you do because they're a lot of fun. And then I also want to show you guys another journal that I have started. This is a journal just from my personal experiences ever since I started doing that memories part for my Reborn journal. I realized why not do that for me as well, because I keep so many little things like tickets, or like little things that I get from people, little notes, stuff like that. So I'll find a page that you guys can look at that doesn't like give away secret. So here is just a brief example. As you all know, I went to the Rose Doll Show, and that was one of the best experiences I've ever had. That was such a cool thing to go to. So I have it in my Reborn journal and in my personal journal because I just had such a great time. So that was a little bit more of it. We saw a movie, and for most of the movies that I see, I give like star ratings for. I know that sounds really silly, but when I look back and be like, hey, I remember that was a good movie, or oh yeah, I remember what happened and what I thought of it and this and that. So I also have this little place where each day I went to Florida, I wrote a little bit about each day, and that was a lot of fun. So yeah, like I said, this just has a lot of very personal information to me, so I'm not going to show you too much, but that was kind of just to show you guys what it's all about. This journal is not super neat, as you can tell either, but, you know, it's not supposed to be neat. It's just supposed to hold memories, so